Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Knuppe Ranch. So it's Monday now, and it's still really cold out. The wind's supposed to blow like 20 to 30 with gusts up to 40 today. And the high air temp for the day's like 1 degree, I think. So it's pretty dang cold. The wind chill advisory is still in effect. So it's still saying we're gonna have like wind chills into the negative 50s today. So I just grained this middle pen, as you saw. Dad just finished feeding the ground hay, so I'm gonna grain this south pen of our steered calves now, and then break some water, break some ice on the water tank for them. We're probably not gonna start running the water right now because Dad kind of watered everything yesterday afternoon, so they should be okay for a little while. And it's so cold, we kind of want them to focus on eating and just eating right now. But Dad just ran up to put the pallet forks on the Bobcat, and he's going to grab a couple bales, and we're gonna roll them out in the windbreaks for both these, as you guys seen us do the other day, so that they got a little bedding throughout the day. Is tonight it's supposed to get cold again too, so we'll probably do this, and then at some point today we got to run out across the creek and set out more bales for the cows, because it's been 2 days since we let them into the other piece there, where we already had hay set out. So we got to run across the creek and do that at some point today also. So yeah, it's cold and it's wind's blowing, so it's pretty fun out there. But I'm going to grain these calves here. So Dad's over there spreading that bale in this south one. I don't think he's done that middle one yet, so we'll probably do that later, or maybe he already has, I'm not sure. But I got this water broke and the calves grained, so I don't know. We'll probably run across the creek and set them bales out for the cows, and come back, and then we'll start the waters here. We'll just give them a little time just to focus on eating right now, and then they can go get a drink a little bit later. And like as I said, they drank last night. Dad ran water for them yesterday afternoon, so they should be all right for a little while this morning. So we'll probably end up doing that. We'll probably go across the creek, set out all them bales, then we'll come back, and then we'll run this water for them, so that just gives them a little more time to eat. Because when it's really cold like this, I know I've described it before, maybe it was in the last video I posted, but I don't know if there's anybody new watching this video and you didn't hear me explain it. Basically, the body of a cow or a calf or livestock animal is its warmest when it's digesting food. Digestion makes the body warmer for the cattle. So man, that pails just fell off the back of my pickup and scared me. But anyway, their body's the warmest when it's digesting food. So when it's really cold like this, you want to feed them extra and make sure that everything is up eating, because they'll eat and then eat and eat, and then they'll start digesting that food, and it'll actually warm their body up for them, to keep their body warmer in these really cold temperatures. So that's what we're doing right now anyways, feeding them a little extra today. So yesterday afternoon, or this morning, Dad must kind of looked around and gathered up some more buckets, found some more buckets. So like, I think it was 2 videos ago, we had a problem. I explained the problem that we had that we didn't have enough buckets. Well, I mean, we had enough, but it makes it easier to have the total amount of buckets you have, so then you don't have to go, you just fill them up once, throw them on the back of the pickup, and do both pens instead of having to come back in between pens and fill up more buckets. Makes it a little more efficient that way. I think anyways. So we found more buckets. So the problem of the missing buckets is solved, or the mystery of the missing buckets is solved. So I guess I just talked to Dad, and he said that maybe we're gonna go back out. We gotta run to town and go to Menards and run around and do some other errands in town today, and we're gonna go do that right now. But I was talking to Dad, and he said that maybe we'll go out when we get back from town, which will be after lunch, and we'll see where the cows are at. They're across the creek, but we don't know whether they're like up the creek or down the creek, or if they're still out grazing. So we don't know where they're at right now. So we'll go out across the creek once we get back, kind of figure out where they are, and if they're kind of up the creek, I think we're gonna open a gate and let them in to this piece just west of the house here, so it'll be up the creek, and we'll let them up into there, so then we can just take some bales from north of the house here and set them out on the north side of the creek here, which will be a little faster and a little easier. And they haven't been in this piece yet, so it's nice to kind of have them in this piece. So like as you guys see, in the summertime we do our intensive rotational grazing where we move the cows once a day with the electric fences and stuff. So in the wintertime we're still kind of trying to do that, you know, we don't just totally completely forget about it. So basically, as you can tell, we set out bales for 2 days, then move the cows into another piece with bales for 2 days, and after them 2 days is up, we move them. So we're still rotating our cattle. We don't have electric fences and we're not moving them every single day, but we're still trying to rotate them around all these pastures at the home piece, just so that we can get an even coverage. We don't want them overgrazing one spot too bad, and we don't want them undergrazing one spot too bad. We kind of want them doing separate, and then we also want to do our bale grazing on everything that we can with the cattle too, because when we do our bale grazing, we believe that, you know, setting that bale there, then the cows are all right there around it. It makes that perfect circle. From what we've seen, they clean up the bales a lot better. Obviously they don't have bedding, but if it's really cold, we'll roll out a bale for them to have bedding. So they'll clean up the bales a lot better, and as all that urine and manure is concentrated into that one circle, and that's called a biological hotspot. So basically that piece of soil has more fertilizer and everything than everything else, so that piece is going to produce more grass, and that soil is going to produce or be able to soak in more rain and moisture and stuff like that over the summer, over the winter, year round basically. So basically what we were trying to do is every time we set out bales, bale graze, we put them in a new spot, and then eventually we'll have everything covered. So we'll have everything will be hit once, and we'll do it again, do it again, do it again, and then we'll have, eventually we'll have biological hotspots everywhere on our pastures here at home to create those, ideal situations in the ground for organisms to live and plants to grow, and water infiltration is better in those spots and stuff like that. So that's what we're really trying to do here, as well as taking care of the cattle, making sure they're down on the creek, out of wind, hopefully, because that's our big advantage, is we have the creek here and a lot of trees, so the cows and the calves can get down in those places and really get out of the wind. And man, it makes a huge difference. Even like on a day like today when the wind's blowing 40 miles an hour, if you're on the opposite side of all the trees from the wind, it makes a big difference. So that's what we're trying to do here. So I thought I'd just kind of explain that to you guys today, and hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, make sure you comment down below, and we will explain it better for you guys. And so yeah, like as always, if you have any questions about anything we're doing, comment it down below, and we'll definitely take a look at it, and we'll answer your question, and we'll answer it to the best of our abilities anyways. So but yeah, with that, I think I'm going to shut off my pickup here, and we're going to head to town and get some errands done, and then I'll pick you guys up once we get back from town, and we'll probably be out messing with the cows. Okay, so it's after lunch here, and so Dad's got the Bobcat started. He's going to grab a bale, and then he's going to head across the creek, and then he's going to get into that stackyard we was in the other day and start setting out bales out there. I'm going to run down and start the water for the middle tank and the south tank and get them waters going so that cattle can come drink. Then I'm gonna run down and see what the creek looks like and see if I need to chop some ice for the cows so they can get a drink out of the creek there. Yesterday it was kind of open, and the day before that it was kind of open, but we were just kind of chopping the ice back to the thicker ice because the cows don't really like to walk on that real thin ice because they could go through, so they'll kind of stick to that thicker ice on the edges. So I'll see what it looks like, see if I need to chop some ice there too, but we're gonna go do that. Okay, so we're taking all the bales out of that stack yard right there. We're taking all the bales out of it, setting them out. So all the bales in there set out. It's probably maybe 1.5 days, kind of depends on what the weather does. So I just rolled up this electric fence that was around this because we don't need it out here no more because there's no hay in here to keep the cows out of. So yeah, the weather today's cold. Tomorrow, well, today's Monday, it's cold, and then Tuesday and Wednesday it's supposed to be like mid-20s, kind of upper 20s. So it's supposed to get warmer, and then Thursday there's a chance of snow and it's gonna be cold. Friday it's gonna be cold, and then after that I think that's gonna be our last cold day for like a week then, because Saturday and Sunday and then all of next week is supposed to be like mid-40s, which is gonna be awesome. Hopefully melt some of this snow, just so it's a little bit lower than what it is now, so the cows are able to graze a little better. Hopefully we won't have to feed as much hay then, if the cows can get to the grass a little easier. So we're looking forward to that, looking forward to some warmer weather. So hopefully today, then maybe one more time this week would be the last couple times we'll have to feed for at least a week maybe. But we're kind of hoping that this warm weather also kind of hopefully melt the creek a little bit, and it'll be a little warmer. It'll be a little easier to start a loader tractor. Then we can bring that out here and set out bales with that, because it goes a lot quicker than just one at a time with the Bobcat. So hopefully we can get the tractor started, get it out here, and set out bales for like a good week, maybe 2 weeks. Set out enough bales for that. Then all we got to do is come out here and open the gates and let the cows into the next piece with hay. It looks like they kind of got it open, or it's still open. Water's running there, so I'm just gonna check it out and see. So yeah, it's kind of open here. There's some of this ice kind of push under there. So this stuff here is creek, but it's, well, it actually might be when the creek's higher, this is underwater, but right now it's kind of thick ice and probably some dirt and stuff there. There's probably no water under this, so the cows will walk on this just fine. But as you can see, they've been walking on that ice in there too. But here it's kind of thinner. You can kind of see where they've had it broke open, this outline right here where it's been thinner. So I might kind of chop some of that and kind of open it up a little bit more for them so more cows can drink at one time. Okay, kind of broke open a little more for them, so now more of them will drink and it should be all right for a little while. So we're gonna put the Bobcat back in the shop quick because we should be done with it for the day, and then we're going to run up and check the bull's water just north of the house here and see if it's froze or if they can kind of get it broke themselves, or just to make sure that they can get something to drink too. Alright guys, so now we're just kind of checking waters and making sure that everything's watered this afternoon, and so that's pretty much what we're going to do the rest of the day, and then we're probably going to be done. So that's probably going to do it for this video. So thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support, all the views, likes, comments, it's been awesome. So hopefully we keep that up anyways, and if you're new here and this is your first time checking out our channel, we got plenty of other videos to check out on our channel there, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, we'll catch you in the next one.